All right, welcome everyone. We're here to talk about the IHS-Eegoja diesel support process. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the entire workflow, giving you a really clear, high-level map of how we operate successfully from start to finish.
Now, this quote right here, it's pulled directly from our standard operating procedure. And it's not just some corporate mission statement. It's our core commitment. Every single step we're about to cover is designed to nail these standards. It's the benchmark for everything we do.
You can think of this session as the "You Are Here" star on a big map. Before you dive deep into the 5 detailed training modules, this overview is going to give you the whole journey at a glance. That way, you'll always know exactly where you are and what's coming up next.
So our journey is broken down into these 5 key stages. We're going to kick things off with the intro and roles, then jump into project initiation, task execution, approval and payment, and we'll wrap it all up with closure and compliance. Each one of these is a building block for the full training that you're going to get.
Okay, first up, we're covering the why and the who. Before we get into all the nitty-gritty mechanics, it's absolutely crucial to understand the purpose of this whole process and who the key players are on our team. This is the foundation for everything else that follows.
And what I love about this slide is how neatly it lays out our whole operational ecosystem. You've got Eegoja management acting as the gateway, getting the ball rolling. Then the team lead is like the conductor, orchestrating all the work in Task Manager. And of course, each assigned team member is the executor, making it all happen on the ground. Every role is distinct and totally vital.
Okay, so we've got the roles defined, but how does a project actually get started? Well, Session 2 covers exactly that, project initiation. This is where we see how a simple client request gets transformed from an email into a fully structured project right inside our system.
And this is our 5-step kickoff process. It's a very deliberate, methodical flow, and it's designed to make sure nothing ever gets lost in the shuffle. We move systematically from that initial client email, step by step, right into Task Manager, which is our central hub for everything.
And timeliness is critical, right from the very first step. A core KPI for our team is acknowledging every single IHS request within 24 business hours. This one simple step sets a professional, responsive tone for the entire project.
This brings us to Session 3, which is the absolute core of the operation. We're talking about executing the work and, just as importantly, documenting it perfectly. This is really where the action happens.
Let me be super clear about this one. This is a non-negotiable principle. Task Manager is our single source of truth. Yeah, a quick call or a WhatsApp message is fine, but any critical update or decision must be summarized in the task log. If it's not documented in there, then for our records and for any audits, it basically didn't happen.
Look, high-quality evidence is literally the key to unlocking fast approvals and payments. This slide really spells it out, right? It shows you what gets accepted versus what causes delays. Clear, complete, properly formatted evidence, that sails right through. Blurry, incomplete stuff will always get sent back.
And here's the number we're all working towards. Our big operational goal is to keep that evidence rejection rate below 5%. When we hit this, it streamlines the entire process, it cuts down on rework, and it means we can get to the payment stage without any unnecessary friction. All right, on to Session 4. So once the work is done and all the evidence is submitted, how do we move seamlessly from getting that task approved to actually getting our team members and vendors paid? Let's take a look. This is our clear, system-driven path to payment. And notice that handoff. Once the team lead approves the task in Task Manager, the team member immediately pivots to Expense Tracker to submit the payment request. This separation is by design. It ensures a transparent and auditable workflow from start to finish. And hey, there's that number again. Notice the focus on speed. Our procedure mandates that once a task is approved, the payment request has to be submitted in Expense Tracker within 24 hours. This kind of discipline is what keeps the financial pipeline moving efficiently for everyone. And that brings us to our final stop, Session 5. Let's look at how we close the loop. A project isn't really over until every single part of it is properly wrapped up, compliant, and archived in our records. We gotta finish strong. A proper closeout is so much more than just marking a project as done. It's a final verification. This checklist makes sure that everything in Task Manager lines up perfectly with Expense Tracker, all our compliance paperwork is in order, and our records are 100% accurate and ready for any future audit.
So, as you get ready to move into the detailed training modules, I want to leave you with this thought. Is this SOP just a rulebook you have to follow, or is it our shared roadmap to delivering excellence? How you choose to use this process will really define that answer. Thanks for your time.